What's going on, YouTube world? It's the boy with the Pampers and the toys, Al, recording from Paradise. And happy Sunday to everybody. Please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the boy with the Pampers and the toys. And please like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and your enemies. And today is going to be a quick Marvel Legends day. The character that I'm about to talk about today is kind of interesting a little bit. We're going to be talking about Moon Knight and Mr. Knight from Marvel Legends series. There's Moon Knight. They both kind of like the same person anyway. And here's Mr. Knight. And I find this character very interesting. I remember reading a couple comic books in the past about him. And I was hesitant on buying these figures because I do have everybody on this list that's on the back of this list. These are the only two people that I needed to get to create, I guess, what's his name? Infinity Ultron. So I'm a little excited that I got a free Marvel character, giant character. Yeah! Because that's what I look forward to when I build the figure and all these Marvel Legends figures. So, let's get into some things and talk about some things. And, I kind of been down a little bit. I'm still trying to get my sciatic nerve in order. Ooh, people don't play with your sciatic nerve. It's nothing to play with your leg. So, okay, enough about me. Let's move on to the task at hand. And here is my lovely Eileen, everybody. How's Eileen? I'm going to try to talk about her every time. But, hey, everybody. She works hard. She works hard. She works hard to pay the bills. But that's Eileen, my lovely assistant of HR here at the Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. And also, before I go any further, I just want to give some good news. I'm at 500 subscribers. Thank you, Pamper Gang, for believing in me. Thank you all. This is so, overwhelming that I won't let you down. I won't let you down. As you notice, I didn't sing that song when I had Eileen because don't want no copyright pass on my video. No. Okay. So, but thank you everybody. I'm at 500 I'm at 500 and I think 11 friends now. I don't like saying subscribers, but I'm just describing it so people didn't catch on. Okay. So with Moon Knight, clad in the ceremonial armor of Khonshu's chosen warriors throughout the centuries, Mark Spector is Moon Knight, sworn to obey Khonshu and deliver his vengeance accordingly. Okay, so, Lord have mercy. Oh God, I'm not sleepy, but Lord, that's all I've been doing, sleeping. Okay, so there is some little discrepancy and confusion, I guess, with Moon Knight in the series and the comic books. So as y'all know, Mark Spector this is where I remember he's from, I think he was in a werewolf series a long time ago, something like that. Marvel used that maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think I kind of recall on it. And somehow I guess that character didn't go nowhere in the Marvel series, so they end up bringing him back as Moon Knight, I guess some years later. So with Mark Spector, he's kind of a insane person, kind of on a little cray side. So, what I do, I watched 2 episodes of the show, but I've read a couple of comic books. He's got so many personalities. And the show is a little different. I know in the comic book, he went to the army. He was like I think a mercenary, if I'm not mistaken. And he just had some issues going on. And somehow, I think it was a relic or something like that. Or I don't know, something to do with that form. I could be wrong. Correct me in the future comments if I'm wrong. But I can't really remember too much about the comics book. I read it when I was in elementary school. So I know in the show he's just some insane guy and ends up coming across something that fits his different personalities. I think he found something and it turned him into Moon Knight. And he got too many different personalities. So, it's kind of like a scripted movie. Kind of like almost narcissism a little bit. how they process, these narcissists that her process, they think everything's a fantasy. So that's kind of how he is a little bit. That's how best way I can describe him. So with this figure, at first, I didn't really care to get it at first. I was like, I just want everybody else. One of my Hawkeye, my She-Hulk, and I guess it was the other 1, 2, 3, 4 ladies, along with Hawkeye. So there was this time. It's the most I've ever seen many females in a Build-A-Figure series. So I got pretty much everybody to build my figure. So I know Moon Knight. Honestly, his powers, he's like super strong, super strength. I guess he's like one of them people in the dream world or something. You know, his thoughts, he just got so many different personalities that when he's Moon Knight, he can handle all of that. So with this figure right here, it looks really good. It really looks good. It's very articulated very well. Really kind of not, you know, like the feet part, but the articulation that so far I got is pretty decent. Moon Knight does come with 2 hands, 2 sets of hands, 2 balled fists. And y'all know how I am about the fist. And he does come with these little moon rings or boomerangs or something like that. So let me try to put these in his hands. And I don't know. I think Mr. Knight is another person too that's just like Mark Spector. He could be all in his head. I can't really remember. But I know with this right here, it's not one of the best looking figures I've seen, but it's a good looking figure. I really do like it. The color, it looks almost like concrete. What I like about this figure is that if you was to have it outside and you're concrete, let's say summertime, let's give it summertime, not winter. Maybe winter too. If it's like daylight outside, you know, I know ain't gonna be no sun 100%, but you put him right by the concrete, just look at it from a distance, you ain't even probably gonna be able to spot him unless, you know, you see the moon boomerangs in his hand. I like how they really detailed this out, like the cape. I would have preferred for the cape to be cloth, but I don't think Marvel Legends does a lot of cloth with their figures anyway, so I'm being too picky. If I was to take like a photo picture and upload it to Instagram, you know, of him like beating the bad guys up, you know, I can tell that this is I can pose this any kind of direction I want it to. Now, I'm not 100% sure if Moon Knight's character, if he can fly or whatever, but really, like, look at this right here on his wrist. Look how they got that. I love the color. I love the detail. I love the mold. I like the mold of how they got his face. He reminds me a lot of Darkman and what's that? I think it was a show. It was a Darkman back in the day where he had that mummified stuff around him in a hat and a trench coat. That's back in my time. I'm telling my age, I don't mind. So I bought this figure like at Target it was actually, they marked it down to like $11.98, which shocked me. So I did buy this and I bought Mr. Knight. I didn't really care to buy the figure to have on my wall because he's least of my worries. I just want those figures to complete my Build-A-Figure. So with this figure right here, I don't really have nothing bad to say about it because he looks almost like a mommy, like an Egyptian mommy. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Mark Spector found some type of object or something, maybe in a pyramid or something like that. I don't know, to make him turn to Moon Knight. But I know he sleeps a lot, he dreams a lot, he goes in different zones. Like, he just processes things a lot differently. And I think he's like a jewel, he works at a jewelry store, something like that. But I know the comic book character is different from the actual, it's definitely different from the TV show. I only watched 2 episodes of the TV show, and it didn't really interest me. Not saying it's a bad show, but I'll leave it to the real Marvel lovers. I'm a Marvel lover, but not for that show. It's not bad. So I will give this figure like I'll give it a 10 out of 10 because it does look detailed like that. They had his head movement, his hood. Kind of remind me almost like Cloak and Dagger. Cloak, he got that cloak around him. So it kind of got similarities. I'm not gonna pick Cloak up because I think he'll make everything fall down there. So definitely moving on, moving on, moving on. And the costume, you know, like I said, he looks Egyptian. It's like Egyptian pharaoh. Mommy, they're all the same, ain't they? Okay, so next we have Mr. Knight. Now, Mr. Knight, an expert on ancient Egypt, Stephen Grant is thrust into action as Khonshu's avatar. Mr. Knight relying on his keen mind to enact with his master will. Now, I believe that this is the same person, but he's got a different identity. And, you know, Moon Knight, he got so many different personalities. That's why I say he's a little cray-cray. So, with this character, Mr. Knight, I know that he's confident in himself. He's supposed to be like a rich guy or something like that, or something. He's very confident. Let's just say that part. And, you know what? Let me make sure that I didn't have Build-A-Figure pieces. No, I didn't. Okay, so I think that Mr. Knight is the same thing. The difference is he's got a suit on that looks like a mummy suit, the same color as the concrete. No, actually, the suit is a little different than the other one. I'm gonna show you, gang. Oh Lord, what did I drop? I'm forever dropping something. I'm assuming Mr. Knight, his powers is super strength too, and all of that. But I think, you know, he's kind of more confident than Moon Knight, than Mark is. But again, I think they're the same person. Don't quote me on that. So, I think it's the last piece I needed with my Build-A-Figure set, was the arm of Voltron. And maybe on another video I'll put it together, because I gotta find all the pieces. I'll be putting everything in here. So, Mr. Knight, like I said, Moon Knight, they also does come with an extra set of hands. And he's got this little flute thing, or some type of artifact, relic or something, where he could just kind of hit you with it. And the suit, let's see, he's a little different from Moon Knight. Moon Knight's more like concrete color, and then Mr. Knight is more like all white powder. So with that being said, I think his figure looks good. I'm glad I have both of these in my collections, honestly, because I'm trying to get my Marvel collection like up to par. And I think Mr. Knight, like, he's maybe an alter personality of Moon Knight's. I'm assuming he. Oh, don't you fall! Don't you fall! You've been doing good so far. So, I guess the reason why I wasn't really interested in these figures is because, I don't know, they look good. I'm not taking that from them, but they're not really my type of figures to have. I mean, because they don't have an identity. I don't know. I like my figures to have a face, or at least a mask and a suit, knowing who these people are. And I mean, we know who Moon Knight and Mr. Knight is. I get it. I totally get it. As you can see, he's articulated pretty well. The white paint that they used to color him, oh my God, it looks phenomenal. It's articulated pretty well. The butterfly, the nice old butterfly, pinball, elbows, and arms. The suit, the blazer, he has like a little blazer on. It's like a rubber-like. I think maybe you could take it off, but I choose not to. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it on, because I know me, I'm the type of person who would just rip it off. Takes away the value from the future of the action figure. You know, so, he's got this little relic, Moon Knight relic on his head, too. I wonder if, I don't think Moon Knight has it on his head, but that's the difference between them two. So they may be the same person, just different personalities. I was a little confused when I used to read the comic books back in the day. The little dude, Mark was a little cray-cray, but it's all right. We gotta love our cray-cray people. And so, if a person really wanted to, they can switch out his head and hands and put a human head on here, and you wouldn't even know the difference, because the neck would still be white. You'd be like, oh, he got a turtleneck on. you can make him into your evil Mr. X at the end, Streets of Rage. I said Streets of Rage in this video. But I will give this a 10 out of 10. Both of these figures look really good. They're very well detailed. And I would recommend this for anybody. Definitely anybody. So I'm glad to have you guys aboard the family. Ain't that right, Eileen? It sure is. All right. I would like to thank all my new friends for subscribing. Get me to 500 subscribers. And I'm very humble. I'm very grateful. Remember, if you don't put action towards something, it won't get done. And just thank you, Pamper Gang, for believing in me and just seeing it your way. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please like, share, and subscribe to your family, your friends, and your enemies, and all the people who seem to want to take stuff from you. Not really. But thank you, everybody. Everybody have a great day. Yeah!